Here's how the real pros do it. Hey, let me tell you how I do it. He's got his own way over there. I don't know if it works anymore. Josh, let's lead off. Tell everybody what happened to you. Well, hold on. Why'd you trick me? Did you do that on purpose? You're trying to make me look stupid, Van, on purpose. Trying to embarrass me. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. Probably not. Problem is,
Not too flashy. Yeah, it's not like you're going to a damn wedding. You know what I mean? It's right there. Very nice. Big old amigos. I was excited to hear you talk.
There's some, I can't remember them.
we're about to have to call it quit. We're about to have to admit it was a failure. Hey, we almost had to admit it was a failure this morning. Because I can't stand to just sit up here waiting on the thing to tick down. It's live now. Good job, Van. Hey, whose fault is it? Is it Comcast's fault?
It's my fault. I should have gotten here earlier.
I agree. It should have been Hayden. Hayden should have come in here, and he should have had it up and running with the lights. He probably already should have done the show. I like that. Everybody, thank you for getting on here. Good Monday morning to you, everybody. Hey, let's give a shout out to Noah. Noah's looking snazzy this morning.
Very sharp.
Hey, it sounds like you had a very productive weekend.
It's pretty productive, yeah.
Do you feel good about it?
Feel okay about
Do you have any potentials out of it?
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
I do.
The rabbit is on here. Everybody say hello to the rabbits.
Hello.
All right, Josh, before we get started, let's all take a moment of silence. Josh Harrell got smacked in the face this weekend. Smacked right in the face.
Harder than Conor McGregor got smacked.
Yeah, y'all thought Conor McGregor got knocked out. Josh Harrell
So disappointed.
is still laying on the mat. Oh, I heard about it. I even wanted to call you. To me, it was funny. It was so funny. I had to call up Drew and laugh about it. Had to laugh about it because how good you were last week. This business is so humbling, humiliating. But you know, you can't let it hold you back.
That's what
You
we were talking about.
can't let it bother you. You can't allow it to hold you down. So come up a little closer. Hello, Chris Clark. How are you, my man? Tell everybody. Now look, when you tell a story, you can't just it'd be like tell me about a movie in one scene.
Yep.
Tell me what happened.
So I got on Zillow for the first time a couple weekends ago, and I got this lead that seemed to me was very promising. Met him out there, and Weatherman, Shawan, and Hayden met up with him. I was like, oh, I got the crew with me. We're going to shut these people down. And so they were like, well, next weekend we're going to be in town. We're going to be looking at some houses. And I was like, okay, great. I'll be happy to meet you guys, wherever you guys want to go. And they were like, actually, no, we're just gonna take it easy. And I already had another appointment. I was like, okay, perfect. I don't want to be a bug in here. So they go out and look at another house, and they write up a contract with somebody else.
Oh, I wish we had some music we could play. Womp, womp, womp. Now, looking back throughout that day in the week, is there anything you could have done different?
Mhm.
What?
I could have definitely tried much better to get in front of them while they were out there. I didn't really try hard enough. I was kind of just easy to let them go on their own. I didn't try to overcome it.
But the problem was, see, I think you're going to a product. You're going to a house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, what you've got to do is kind of seal up a commitment from them. Or did they already have a realtor?
They said they didn't have a realtor. They just went with somebody who was there. Like,
Have you talked to them?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why they didn't go with you?
I asked them. They were like, no, we loved you. You were great. But we
What
were just
could I
there.
have done, though, to make you
Mhm.
only want to deal with me? Is it because I'm young? Hard question.
I didn't ask that.
Ask the damn question.
Yeah.
The more you know, the better it makes you. Practice.
Mm-hmm.
See, too many people, they hold back on people they don't know. The people that they know, they'll ask these questions. But if they don't know them, they kind of they're scared to do it. But hey, it's a learning process.
Yeah.
These things make you better. These are why. Did you try to call them throughout the week?
Yeah. Called him. I talked to her actually 2 times throughout the week, like Thursday and I think it was Tuesday and Thursday. I talked to her, and we were just chatting about kind of the new homes that she was looking at, what she liked, and
Did you ask her, are you still coming here?
Mm-hmm.
And she said yes.
Thursday, yeah.
Did you have anything to show them?
I told them about, because they were interested in 2 other neighborhoods, like Osborne State and Sheffield Park.
Yep.
And I got all the information I could about that place. They were like, we want to move there.
Yep.
I was like, okay, so I got everything.
Did you say, well, can I meet you out here at this neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
And what
were
they
like,
say?
No, it's okay. We're just gonna go drive around. We're not gonna get out much. We're just gonna go see kind of lots and all this other stuff. So.
Now, where would you say they're in the distance phase?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be getting up in my face, Josh.
Yeah.
Don't be getting up in my
I was
face.
trying to respect it.
But if you're gonna, well, there may not be anything you could have said. Maybe you already said it. Maybe you already showed it. This guy's a kid. Hey, so here's what I'm telling y'all. If you're new, people can see you're new.
Right.
Don't be ashamed. Don't try to hide it. Acknowledge it. Face it. Confront it. Can me and Steven meet you back out there? That's what I'd be. Sell what you have. Don't try to cover up something you don't. So what should you have done? Looking back, and hey, you don't know if this is always going to work. There's no way. We don't have a magic bullet. You know.
If I could go back to Thursday, that conversation, whenever I asked her if she wanted anybody to meet her out there, and she said no, I definitely would have dug in more and I would have used,
And that may have worked.
Power.
It may not have worked. But here's what I can tell you. After the fact, we always beat ourselves up because of things we didn't do.
Right.
It's kind of like if you're a baseball player and that pitch comes in there and it's strike 3 and you didn't even swing at it, you feel bad. How long did it bother you?
I still got little baseball games that haunt me like that.
Saturday night, I was drunk. I was pissed.
Were you dreading talking to us about it?
Yeah.
Were you a little embarrassed? I almost called you.
I was like.
Me and my wife went to get some food.
Yesterday, he said, yeah, she's pissed at you because you wasted her time last week and just trying to rub it in my face. I thought he was being serious. I was like, damn, Shawan hates me now just because I lost this deal.
Well, we're always going to lose deals. As a matter of fact, I would be happy if we lost 9 out of 10 deals. Maybe 85 out of maybe 8 out of 10. Think about that. If you can get 2 out of 10 of them, we're rolling, man. Think about it.
20%.
20%. That's a high number. What do you think our number is right now?
5, 6, 7, 8. 2.
It's down there. Devin.
The percentage that we're closing, I'd say it's around 8.
I don't know if it's that high. I think that's a made up. That's a inflated number. Read what your buddy Devin said. He's bragging on you. It looks like.
Is it?
I don't know.
Comment hadn't loaded.
It hasn't. Hayden has shown me multiple houses this weekend. I feel bad. The houses I like, my wife doesn't, and vice versa. I promise we will find the one soon. Tell him stick in there with me. Hey, Devin, we just appreciate the opportunity. We're not trying to sell you on the house. We're just trying to convince you we're the person for you whenever it's time to buy the house. Today's show topic is the importance of doing things now. I can't see all of that. How many of you are in the habit of doing things now?
Getting there.
I think you are. I agree with that. You seem to be. I still had to keep getting on you about getting with Weatherman. Hey, does Weatherman know? Do you know why I said get with Weatherman?
She needs to be up to date.
Because I already knew he didn't know enough. I can always know. Usually, as a matter of fact, when I'm asking y'all a question, there's usually a part of me that has already discovered it. Do you write things down and do it now?
Not as much as I should. I'm getting better, though.
Not as much as I should.
We know you don't. But he did call me with a scenario Saturday and said, man, here's something I'm struggling with. Okay? And he had some good things that he was struggling with that we can talk about in here and get a lot better. And I didn't write it down. And I've been trusting my memory. I trust my memory too much. We all trust our memory way too much. And whenever we remember it, we don't remember it the same way. They got our attention in the first place. So I was thinking about, what did Hayden say? I know that dude didn't write it down. I know he's forgot about it. And I was trying to remember for him. But in the meantime, I'm sitting here bitching about Hayden not writing things down, and I don't write things down. I study hours and hours of content over the weekend about how do we improve. And I sit there and I study with my mind, trusting my memory. Come in here and I got, dude, y'all would be amazed if you knew the things I really wanted to talk about. But you know where it is? It's gone. It's lost. You know why? Because I didn't write it down and do it then. So this weekend, as I was sitting there and I was complaining, I did take these notes of something that I watched talking about targets. A lot of people don't get things done because they don't do it right then. I told Van, was it a great idea that I talked about Saturday or an okay idea for today? I can't either. I'm sure it was great because my best discovery usually comes in deep conversation when I'm trying to solve problems. And I told Van, here's what we're going to talk about. I eliminated the thought because I gave it over to Van. But see, my habit and the way I really should be is I don't trust Van. I take high levels of responsibility. What is that? What is that up on the wall?
Your reminder.
My reminder. You know why I put it up there?
So nobody forgets.
So you don't
I don't trust Van. You know what? Y'all shouldn't trust. You shouldn't trust anybody except what you do. You should also say it's my fault. Who blew the cell with the Zillow person?
I did.
A lot of people don't like to confront that and say it is their fault. But I think you do because sales happen because of you. You get credit when they buy, but if they don't buy, it's because of you.
It's like the quarterback.
It's like Tom Brady.
Who won last
Congratulations, Tom Brady. He does get the credit. But you, this week, you will do so much more if you will just do things right then. I'm struggling, Van, because what did you write as the show topic?
The importance of doing it now.
A lot of people, for some reason, they've got things going on. Like they're walking in today and they've got a list of things they need to get done. And it's like I was telling Larima the other day, and then I was telling somebody else, whenever you come in, you're already weighted down. Everybody should be weighted down because of the things they're going to do today. Okay? You know those things that you've got to do. You don't even have to remember. Do you have a list to do today? Give me some things you got to do.
I need to go. I got meetings today. I got to go get the polls for Shawan and that signed before she tries to do it. And then I need to follow up with some leads and set up some appointments for weatherman.
Good. Okay, see, you already know those things. You're accountable. Other people are depending on you. Now, if I give you or Van gives you or anybody gives you another task, you need to do it right then. Because what happens is whenever people give you things and you don't do them, whenever you're getting to these other tasks, it like your supercharge goes down. You're not as good. You're energized when you complete tasks. Have you ever noticed that? Get a task done, you feel better, no matter what it is. So I was proud. Somebody said they went in there to Van the other day, and Van said, well, let's just do it now. It was you. It was you trying to weight Van down.
Yeah.
And Van said, well, let's just do it now. Now, here's where I see growth. Here's what I'm looking for in a target of Van. Van, his personality type is a little bit slower, more methodical. He wants things to be perfect, so it just takes him longer to get things done. Right, Van? So Van, where I'm pushing him is to get it done now. You become so much more productive whenever you build the muscle, build the habit of never allowing things to pile up on you. How many of you, whenever there's something to be done, you add time?
I do.
Well, see, what you need to do is you need to create a target for it. Whenever somebody gives you something to do it then. I'm historically terrible around the house. I'm watching TV. My wife wants me to do something. Guess what I always say?
As soon as I get it.
Huh?
Get it in a second.
No. I'll get it later.
Get it later, yeah.
No, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll do that later.
Give me a break.
I'm always doing it later. But see, now I've started reminding myself of the target thing and how important it is to go ahead and get something done. So whenever it's something, I just do it then. I do it then, it's over. And I actually sit down and I'm like, damn, I'm glad that's over. What do you think happens to your mind? What do you think happens to you whenever you're adding more things onto yourself?
Stresses you out more.
You get in the habit of adding time to everything.
Well, that's one thing you do. You've got an agreement with always adding time. See, we all have these little agreements. People that get things done, the people that accomplish the most are probably the people that are doing the most. People that add time to things accomplish the least, and they're always going to accomplish the least. Pay attention to this. So what I want you to get in the habit of doing is whenever there's something that you've got to do, it needs to be done then. Do it then. And you're going to find that you do, man, look at how much stuff I've gotten done now. Hey, I'm not going to come to you and say, was that done perfect? Was that done correctly? I can live with that, but I can't live whenever people are adding time to things and then it bogs the rest of their day down. It creates stress. It creates anxiety. Also creates an agreement with yourself that you're not going to be as productive. I know this is crazy stuff I'm talking about. One of these days, people will understand. I talk a lot of voodoo. Do you know what voodoo is? Josh, Google the definition of voodoo. We do a lot of voodoo around here. What do you think?
Voodoo. How do you spell voodoo?
VOODOO, maybe.
GTT witchcraft training.
GTT witchcraftery.
Voodoo. The definition of voodoo is a religion practiced in parts of the Caribbean and the southern United States, combining elements of Roman Catholic ritual and traditional African magic.
Does anybody know what he just said? Did anybody follow what Josh said?
Is there a definition for that?
Is there a better definition than that, Josh? Just tell me in one word. What is voodoo?
I don't know.
It's crazy stuff, Van says. It is crazy stuff.
Weird, odd, or out of the ordinary.
It is weird, odd. It's weird, odd, out of the ordinary to us because it's new. But the way you treat, think, and work on yourself is the way you're going to do everything. Everything begins with how you personally do things. So today, you are to have these little tasks, these little targets. Whatever comes up, get it done then. When's the best time?
Now.
Now. Everybody, have a great day.